What has been happening, guys? My name's Haley. Welcome back to another video. Hang on, let me fix my hair. There we go, that's better. Hang on, welcome back to another video, guys. If my hair looks crappy, I really do not care. Today we are going to be watching, I know you guys are familiar with these two. These two are the actors from MacGyver. That is Lucas Till and George Eads, who plays Jack Dalton. I gotta say, I absolutely love these two actors. They can be, I don't know, to be honest. So here's a recent interview they did together, and let me get my camera down so you can see him. You guys can like literally see him. So here's a recent interview they did about the show MacGyver, which me and my sister are currently watching, and we just watched episode 3 last night. Yeah, and we are currently watching episode 2 tonight, which I'm so excited. So here's a recent interview that they did, and let's go.
So guys, what do you think is relevant to bring up an 80s icon now?
Oh gosh, you're gonna start asking us producer questions? Oh man, the concept and idea of MacGyver was just golden. It's just a great idea, and it's just time to polish that boot and really make it shine again. It's an idea and a concept that just holds up. It's a character that holds up.
Mm-hmm. Did you go back and watch the whole show?
Oh yeah.
The whole
not the whole series.
Yes.
That's about 7 times 22 times 45. Not good enough in math to figure that out.
But anytime, as actors, we want to research what we're doing for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
course,
and you can watch it. And for me, when I watched it, I kind of chuckled a little bit. I mean, I couldn't wait to contemporize such a great idea, from the music to the way they shoot now to the effects now. I think some people have seen some of the trailers where he's hanging off the bottom of an airplane. It looks so real.
Pretty sweet.
It's the CG's caught up. Everything's
It
kind
looked
of.
pretty cool.
And even our stories, we're using Skype, FaceTime, we're texting, we're doing all the things that kind of we do in a modern society to catch up the technology aspect.
In those times, action TV shows were something that you could see in TV. There were a lot of action TV shows. I remember Matt Houston, I remember Magnum P.I., I remember A-Team, MacGyver. And nowadays, there are no more action TV shows.
Right,
there are
right, yeah.
procedurals with action, or maybe some kind of...
Yeah, no.
So
I know
are you
what
bringing back also the action?
It's action all the time, whether we or you want it or not. It's happening. There's nothing that can be done. I mean, I did so much. It was such a blur. I mean, we're still starting. We haven't had much of a break yet to even sit down and think until I saw that trailer this morning. I was like, wow, this stuff looks really good. This looks really cool. It's cool
It's demanding physically and mentally for the actors, but that's also the kind of challenge that we live for as well. So
I think it's different than anything that's
a tribute to a legendary program. And the only pressure we feel is the pressure we put on ourselves, and I don't think anybody can put more pressure on ourselves.
Yeah, no.
So what's the update on your character?
My character likes a good fight. He loves to work on the computer as far as like maybe shutting it and hitting somebody over the head with it. He's a kind of a Neanderthal. But he's a pilot, he's fearless, and I think he's just a good dog to hunt with. My dad used to say, you need a good dog to hunt with, so I feel like I'm a dog on a leash, junkyard dog. If he needs to take it off, he'll
let him go.
Let him go.
Goes.
Yep.
Nowadays, guys use a lot of technology to, get out of situations. So how does MacGyver will use that technology? He's gonna use a cell phone to I don't know manufacture something, or it's gonna okay, I'm taking away the cell phone and bringing back the old screwdriver.
Yeah, well, so we have a character, Riley, played by Tristan Mays, who does kind of compartmentalizes all the technology. So it leaves me to do all of my things as MacGyver and not deal with I don't want to see me on a cell phone. I don't want to see me obviously I use it to call people, but I don't want to be. It's not a tech show now just because we live in the age of technology. He's still using what's around him to figure out how to solve the problem. And, that's what MacGyver was all about.
But, even with pop culture, Pulp Fiction, things seem to be cyclical. I think with technology is starting to bury us in our homes, and you're starting to see more and more people remembering how great being outside is, and picnics are. And
Pokemon Go, for example.
And people call it, I'm going to go off the grid. Oh my gosh, if you even turn your cell phone off, people get anxiety with their cell phone off. So I think it's coming back around, just like this show's coming back around, it's a different kind of evolution and progression of pop culture in a way. We're going to be tired of being stuck in front of that screen after a while. Trust me, people are. All of a sudden, you're going to see a boom in camping supplies.
So basically, you're saying that we're going to live in an era when there's going to be a backlash to technology. That people are going to go out.
Have you ever seen Terminator?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's always a backlash when there's something that drives pop culture one way or the other, or our society one way or the other. So it's all about evolution and progression, and I just think we're really paying homage to a great show in a great way. We're just trying to not think about the outcome, but think about really living in the moment, and it's actually jumping off the screen, and we just saw some of it, and so we're really excited.
Yeah,
we saw it for the first time this morning, so we're...
I remember the old show that had a running villain. I think it was played by Everett McGill. So it's going to be a running villain in the show.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, this show
I don't
goes
want to say
all
too
over,
much,
yeah.
Yeah, we do have a running villain already, but we could have several. But I can't ruin it for you.
No, we don't want to ruin it, but I think we've got one of the best actors in the business when it comes to playing a villain working with us right now, so we hope to see him again, yeah.
And I also read that Richard Dean Anderson is going to be in the show. Is he going to be the old MacGyver, another MacGyver, a different universe?
Yeah. Again, people have asked us this Richard Dean Anderson question several times, and it's hard for us to answer because, quite frankly, we were not producing the show. We would love to work with. If you're watching, Richard, come.
Please.
We'd love to play.
We could use you. We could use another man on the fire
But
team.
what do you imagine his character will be? He'll be like your father or your
Right, I know.
It won't be on the nose.
No.
Peter's not an on-the-nose guy. Comes back, it's going to be in a creative and interesting way.
Yeah, exactly. But still,
Maybe you get in a fist fight with him.
get my ass kicked. Yeah.
Still, MacGyver has the no guns policy.
He does.
Yes.
But that's kind of why I have him around, because if you're getting to as many gunfights as I am, which I do get out of using no guns, yes, still no guns policy. But he's around.
Yeah.
And, kind of like
My character loves guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an arms freak.
Yeah, he loves it.
Okay, I should ask you about working with Tarantino on CSI. How was that experience? Because I think it was TV. It was his first TV show, right?
Yeah, I think definitely working with Quentin was one of the top moments of my career. I really felt like I was around a genius. So to watch him work, his approach to the work, his approach to others around him, he always has time and respect for those that he's working with around him. He brings out the best in everyone around him, almost without saying anything, and so creative and smart that I try to take a little piece of each of these brilliant people I've been fortunate enough to work with, whether it's Fishburne or Tarantino or Simon Windsor or some of the other people that I've worked with, and try to just take those best parts and emulate what I've seen them do and kind of their approach to the work. And when you work with somebody like Quentin, who his only note a lot of times would be just make it real. Just make it real. Very simply. So that's kind of been my mantra ever since. And it's a lot of times when we're working together, I say, right before we go, I say, let's just make it real. There's no right or wrong if it's real. So, yeah, really inspired by him. He's special.
Okay, thank you guys, and good luck with the show.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that is the interview, guys.